fact that we would have these amazing women stand up in front of you, which takes a lot of courage, and share their ideas of how they're going about fundraising and donor relations. And I think that we should all be really inspired by the fact that this doesn't happen that often within a nonprofit sector. And I think it's really inspiring and really wonderful that you all are here to support them, but also that they would invest their time in teaching us today and engaging us in a conversation. So,
my name's EJ Porth. I'm with the Gallatin Valley Land Trust. I'm so thrilled to see how many people are here today, and also to hear the diversity in the room of the nonprofits you guys are working with. It is awesome to see that. So I wanted to just give you a little bit of background on why we all got together. It might have been actually about 6 years ago. I was working at Haven and new to nonprofits like many of you, and felt like this community was a little competitive when it came to fundraising. And I didn't know what I was doing, and I needed some help. So a few of us banded together and were like, we need to learn from each other. We need to be a lot more collaborative and find our strengths and share. And so we started this group that has been going on ever since. We meet once a month. It is people that are interested in nonprofit development, fundraising, marketing, and I kind of like to call it a support group because that's kind of what it is. Each month we meet at a coffee shop, we have a different topic, and we share resources. And we help each other figure out how to get it done. And then we have this great, awesome group of friends who we can email throughout the month if we have questions, and we regularly do that. I mean, everything from who has extra clipboards for my auction to I have no idea what I'm doing, how do I figure X out? So we have all been humbled by moments where we don't know what we're doing, and I think it's been really empowering to have each other there for that. The agenda for today is really all surrounded around the fact that we think the knowledge is in the room. You guys know what you're doing, and a lot of it's just about connecting the dots. So some of you that had challenges and questions, someone else in the room knows the answer to. So this will be interactive for most of the time. And we also wanted to just go through the room or go through our panel really quickly and give a sense of some of the main things you should be thinking about when it comes to your appeal. So we'll talk at you very briefly, and then we're going to break up into small groups.
If you have the ability to do it all, do it all. So send a letter in November, or whenever you decide to send your letter, send a follow-up email towards the end of the month. Because people are going to get that letter in the mail and be like, yeah, I definitely want to give to the traveling school, and then it gets buried. And then in December you hit with the email and they're like, oh yeah, I forgot to give, I'm going to give now. There's a lot of research that's been done, obviously, that says in the last 2 days of December is when most of the giving happens. So if you're only going to send out one email, maybe do it then. Or if you're going to send out 2 or 3, make sure you're hitting them right in those last 2 days. For a lot of people, it's that reminder of the tax year ending and charitable gifts. So again, sit down with your committee or whoever, get out your whiteboard and think about when are we going to send these different things.
I want to read something to you that comes from an annual appeal, and it's just a short little part of it. We've been working on Skid Row since 1932, longer than any other social services provider. We've built state-of-the-art facilities, and our staff are the best trained and most advanced professionals in the community, bar none. Sounds like a pretty, regular general thing that you would hear in an appeal. It makes me roll my eyes. It makes me think, okay, you're awesome. Now what? So the first thing that I think we need to remember is, let's not be braggadocious. Let's not talk about ourselves and our organization because nobody cares. And don't hate me, don't stop listening. Nobody cares about your organization or how awesome you are or how great your facilities are or how awesomely trained your staff is. They might care about this a little bit, but they care way more about what they are doing to make the community better with supporting causes they connect to on a personal level. So if you write an appeal like this, people are not going to be drawn in emotionally because you're not talking to them and about them, and you're not talking about what they have done. So for the rewrite, listen to this and see how it feels to you. People like you have been helping the lost and hurting of Skid Row through us since 1932. Thanks to generous friends like you, our new building is roomy and efficient, specifically designed to help as many people as possible. We'll stretch every dollar you give so you help the greatest number of people in the most life-transforming way. I got a little bit of chills just because now I'm like, oh my God, I'm changing lives. I'm giving money and they're using it. They're smart with how they're using it, but it is me. I'm doing it. I am giving them money and I'm facilitating this awesome change, and they're telling me that it's actually working, and together we're making this happen. So this is what you want to go for.
This is really about what makes sense for your organization. And the main goal of your appeal is to just talk passionately about what you do. I mean, it's at its core, it's really about sharing your good work with the world. So please don't get bogged down in all of the details and freak out like, oh my God, I have so much to do and I can't do that. We all have different capacities. We have all different sizes of organizations. We all have different budgets, different sizes of mailing lists. So do not be intimidated by this. Do not freak out. I have not started my annual appeal. Okay, it's all good. We're gonna be okay. So take everything with a little bit of a grain of salt and make sure to make necessary adaptations to your organization. So I apologize, I forgot my printout at the office.